For over 200 years, Oak Island has fascinated the world. People have dug, searched, and risked their lives here, hoping to uncover hidden treasure. Many believed it was just a story, a legend, or a trap that would never reveal its secrets. But now, everything has changed. The secret chamber on Oak Island has been officially uncovered. This is no ordinary find. It is not coins scattered in the soil or broken artifacts left behind. What has been discovered is a fully constructed stone chamber, carefully built and preserved for hundreds of years. Experts estimate that the chamber measures roughly 30 feet long and 18 feet wide. The walls are perfectly straight, the angles precise, and the construction so solid that it has survived centuries of natural wear and possible flooding. The density readings of the chamber are remarkable. They are 9 times greater than ordinary soil, indicating the presence of something extremely heavy and solid. This is not a natural cave, it is a planned, engineered structure. Advanced metal scans confirm that there are strong metallic signals inside. These are consistent with gold, silver, and sealed chests, precisely what treasure hunters have dreamed of for generations. The initial visual examination revealed smooth metallic surfaces, edges of large chests, and even a faint golden glow reflecting in the light. This discovery immediately suggested the presence of high-grade gold. Experts estimate the total value of what is buried inside could exceed $250 million. The gold is thought to have a purity of 91 to 94%, a level consistent with medieval Templar treasure. Carbon dating of organic material found in the chamber indicates that the treasure may have been hidden centuries before Columbus arrived in the Americas. When the first section of the chamber was opened, the team was stunned. Silence fell over the site. Cameras rolled, capturing a moment of disbelief, awe, and cautious excitement. The experts and crew moved slowly, fully aware that one wrong step could damage this historical find. Rick Lagina, who has dedicated years to the Oak Island project, described the moment as seeing history in front of their eyes. This was not just treasure, it was a carefully preserved story, a secret hidden for centuries, and now finally revealed. The chamber itself is a marvel of engineering. The stone blocks are perfectly aligned, each placed to withstand the pressure of centuries of soil and water above. The structure was designed to survive, and survive it has. This level of craftsmanship suggests that the builders were highly skilled and had access to knowledge and techniques far ahead of their time. The system of chambers, tunnels, and flood traps shows deliberate planning. Each layer was intended to hide and protect the treasure, ensuring it could not easily be discovered or stolen. This explains why so many efforts over 200 years failed, resulting in the so-called curse of Oak Island. Many explorers lost money, resources, and even lives. Flooding, collapses, and structural traps were common, and for centuries the treasure remained hidden. Modern technology changed everything. For the first time, the team used AI-based scans, density mapping, and high-resolution metal detectors to study the ground before excavation. This scientific approach reduced risk and increased accuracy. It revealed locations previously thought impossible to explore safely. The North Swamp and Money Pit areas, long considered central to the mystery, were confirmed to contain engineered structures beneath the surface. The North Swamp, once thought natural, contains layers of stone clearly placed by human hands. These modern scans connected decades of fragmented discoveries, confirming that the chamber and its associated systems were real, deliberate, and incredibly sophisticated. The first glimpse inside the chamber revealed metallic surfaces and the edges of chests, indicating carefully organized storage rather than random placement. Light reflection suggested the presence of gold dust or metallic objects, confirming the initial density readings. The $250 million valuation is based on the chamber's size, density, and the probable weight of the gold and artifacts inside. Historical significance adds even more value, as artifacts from the medieval period are highly sought after by collectors in museums. The gold's purity further supports the theory that it belonged to a highly skilled and organized group, possibly the Knights Templar, whose symbols and markings were found inside and around the chamber. Carbon dating supports this connection, showing that the chamber could predate Columbus by centuries. The discovery of a second, deeper chamber has taken the mystery to a new level. Scanners indicate that this lower chamber is even larger, denser, and possibly connected to the upper chamber. This suggests that the first chamber might have been just an entryway, with the real vault hidden below. Ancient engineering techniques often used this type of deception to protect treasures from intruders. The deeper chamber could contain not only gold, but also artifacts, documents, or symbols that might change our understanding of history. Safety remains a major concern. Oak Island's ground is unstable, and past attempts at excavation have resulted in flooding and collapses. The team is moving slowly and carefully, ensuring that the chambers are preserved while minimizing risk to themselves and the structure. Every step is planned and calculated with repeated checks and measurements. This caution ensures that this historic discovery is not lost due to haste or error. The Oak Island discovery is no longer just a story about treasure, it is a historical revelation. The presence of medieval structures, high-grade gold, and possible Templar artifacts points to a sophisticated knowledge of engineering and navigation long before Columbus. The island's isolation, natural defenses, and deliberately engineered traps made it an ideal vault. It protected these treasures from discovery for hundreds of years, ensuring that only the most persistent and careful explorers could find them. This discovery is about more than wealth. It represents knowledge, history, and the human drive to protect what is valuable. Every object in the chamber tells a story, not just of wealth, but of the people who went to great lengths to hide it. Oak Island, long thought to be a simple treasure hunt, now represents a complex, well-planned operation with historical significance that could alter our understanding of the medieval world and the early exploration of the Americas. The Templar connection is one of the most fascinating aspects of this discovery. Symbols and geometric patterns resembling those used by the Knights Templar were found inside the chamber. Cross-like carvings and intricate designs were consistent with medieval secret societies. Carbon dating of wood fragments and other organic material suggests that these items may date back to the 1200s or 1300s, long before Columbus arrived in the Americas. If verified, this would suggest that the Templars or a similar group may have had advanced navigation knowledge and traveled across the Atlantic. Oak Island would have been a perfect hiding place, isolated and difficult to reach, far from the eyes of European powers. The purpose of hiding the treasure becomes clearer when considering the historical context. During the medieval period, the Templars faced wars, persecution, and attempts to seize their assets. They had reason to protect their wealth and move it to safe locations. Oak Island, with its natural defenses and complex underground systems, would have been an ideal vault. The carefully constructed chambers, layered digging, and flood traps all point to planning for long-term preservation. This was not a temporary hiding place. It was meant to remain secret for centuries. The second chamber beneath Oak Island has captured even more attention. Scanners revealed that it is larger, denser, and likely connected to the first chamber. This deeper vault may contain not just gold, but also artifacts, documents, or other historically significant items. Engineers and archaeologists believe that the first chamber was a deliberate decoy meant to mislead anyone who tried to reach the treasure too quickly. This is consistent with historical techniques used to protect valuables. The second chamber, hidden below, may hold the most important secrets. The excavation process has been painstaking. Oak Island's soil is unstable, and past attempts have often ended in flooding, collapses, or equipment damage. The team uses AI-based scans, density mapping, and high-resolution metal detectors to carefully monitor the ground. Every step is calculated. Safety and preservation are the top priorities. One wrong move could destroy centuries of history. The team's slow, deliberate work ensures that the chambers remain intact while revealing their secrets gradually. The density readings of the second chamber are even more remarkable than the first. The high density indicates that the chamber contains heavy metals or sealed containers. The readings suggest that the total volume of material inside could be enormous. Experts estimate that the treasure may consist of a combination of gold, silver, and other valuable artifacts. The careful placement of items suggests that this was an organized effort, not a simple storage of gold. Every chest, every artifact was likely positioned with precision and purpose. Inside the first chamber, the team observed a faint golden glow. Light reflected off metallic surfaces, suggesting the presence of gold dust or bars. The edges of chests and organized placement indicated that the items were carefully stored. This is not random treasure, it is a collection with historical importance. The purity of the gold, estimated between 91 and 94%, is extremely high, matching medieval gold standards. This further supports the Templar connection theory. The $250 million valuation is based on careful calculations. The size of the chambers, the density of materials, and the visible metallic surfaces all contribute to the estimate. Historical value is also factored in. Medieval artifacts, coins, and possibly documents could be worth more than the gold itself. Museums and collectors place high value on authentic items from this era. This means the discovery could impact both financial markets and historical understanding. Secrecy has been essential throughout the excavation. The team does not release partial information because even a small mistake could endanger the chamber or its contents. Oak Island's history shows that haste leads to disaster. Flooding, collapses, and failed excavations have plagued treasure hunters for centuries. This time, the use of modern technology and careful planning has allowed the team to proceed safely while confirming the chamber's existence. The discovery also challenges historical timelines. If the Templar theory is confirmed, it would suggest that European explorers reached North America much earlier than previously thought. This could rewrite parts of history, showing that the knowledge and reach of medieval societies were greater than assumed. The implications extend beyond treasure hunting. It may provide insights into navigation, engineering, and trade networks of the time. Each artifact and piece of gold tells a story. The chambers are more than a collection of wealth. They represent careful planning, foresight, and the efforts of people who sought to protect what was most valuable to them. Oak Island's systems, including flood traps, layered digging, and chambers, demonstrate a sophisticated understanding of construction and security. This is why the site has remained a mystery for over 2 centuries. The combination of historical knowledge and modern technology has finally unlocked a glimpse of its secrets. The team's cautious approach is evident in every step. Cameras captured the first opening of the chamber, but no one rushed forward. Each movement was deliberate, ensuring that nothing would be damaged. The excitement was visible, but respect for the discovery guided every decision. Engineers, archaeologists, and historians worked together to understand the chamber without causing harm. This careful methodology sets a new standard for treasure excavation worldwide. Even as the first chamber is explored, attention turns to the second. It is deeper, more massive, and potentially even more valuable. The upper chamber may have been intended as a decoy or first line of access. Only by reaching the lower chamber can the full extent of the treasure and historical artifacts be understood. Scans show strong metallic signals, suggesting large chests or bars of gold, as well as other heavy artifacts. The team proceeds slowly, verifying every measurement and density reading before digging further. The risks remain high. Oak Island's history is filled with dangers, from sudden flooding to collapsing tunnels. Modern methods have reduced these risks, but careful planning is still essential. Every excavation is supervised, and all equipment is checked multiple times. Safety is a priority not only to protect the treasure, but also the lives of the team. The chambers have survived hundreds of years and must be preserved for historical study. Rick Lagina's statements emphasize the importance of this discovery. He repeatedly notes that this is more than treasure, it is history. The chambers, the gold, and the artifacts represent a story waiting to be told.
If the Templar connection is confirmed, Oak Island may reveal previously unknown aspects of medieval history and exploration. Every step forward in excavation adds to the understanding of the site and its significance. The discovery also has global implications. If verified, it could change our understanding of early exploration in the Americas. Evidence that the Templars or other advanced societies reached North America centuries before Columbus would challenge long-held beliefs. It could inspire further research into historical navigation, trade, and cultural exchange. Oak Island is no longer a simple treasure hunt. It is historical revelation that could reshape the way we see the past. The team's approach combines excitement with caution. Every scan, every excavation, and every measurement is verified multiple times. Technology allows them to see inside the chambers without causing damage, reducing risk and ensuring accuracy. Modern methods, including AI scans and density mapping, have transformed Oak Island from a place of legend to a site of scientific discovery. As the first chamber is carefully explored, attention shifts to potential artifacts. Coins, relics, and documents may be present, each holding clues about the people who hid them. The presence of Templar
symbols and carbon dating evidence adds credibility to the theory that the treasure was deliberately hidden centuries ago. This combination of historical evidence, modern technology, and careful excavation makes Oak Island a unique archaeological site. The Money Pit and North Swamp areas have always been the most mysterious parts of Oak Island. For decades, treasure hunters have focused on these locations, but their efforts were often thwarted by flooding, collapses, and poorly planned excavations. The original designs of the Money Pit suggest it was not just a simple hole in the ground. Wooden platforms, coconut fiber, and layers of stone were strategically placed to confuse and slow anyone trying to reach the treasure. Flood tunnels were carefully engineered to fill the pit with water if disturbed. These traps made previous excavations extremely dangerous, often destroying equipment and wasting years of effort. Modern technology has transformed the way the team approaches these areas. Using AI-based scans and density mapping, the team can see beneath the surface without digging blindly. Metal detectors confirm the presence of dense metallic masses, suggesting that valuable items are buried below. The combination of historical research, old maps, and advanced technology has finally allowed the team to link the Money Pit and North Swamp systems. This is a major breakthrough because it suggests a connected network of chambers, possibly leading to the deeper vaults where the most valuable treasures are stored. Excavation is a slow and careful process. Oak Island's soil is unstable, and a sudden collapse could destroy centuries of work. The team constantly monitors water levels, checks the structural integrity of the chambers, and reinforces weak spots as they go. Even small errors could trigger flooding or structural failure. The first chamber has been opened carefully, piece by piece, to avoid disturbing the walls or floor. Every step is calculated to preserve both the treasure and the historical integrity of the site. The second, deeper chamber presents even greater challenges. Density readings suggest it contains a massive amount of metal or large sealed containers. The upper chamber may have been designed as a decoy, misleading intruders into thinking the treasure was complete. Only the deeper vault holds the full treasure and artifacts, possibly including documents, coins, and items of significant historical importance. The team proceeds with extreme caution, verifying every scan and measurement before moving forward. This level of patience and precision is necessary to prevent catastrophic mistakes. The potential treasure inside the chambers is staggering. Experts estimate the value of the gold alone could exceed $250 million. The purity of the gold is extraordinarily high, between 91 and 94%, which aligns with medieval standards and further supports the Templar connection. Beyond gold, the chambers may contain artifacts, relics, and historical documents that could rewrite parts of history. Museums and collectors would pay millions for such items. The discovery is not just about money, it is about uncovering human history and understanding the people who hid it centuries ago. Safety is a constant concern.
Oak Island has a long history of dangerous conditions, including sudden flooding, collapsing tunnels, and equipment failures. Modern methods have reduced the risk, but the danger remains. The team reinforces walls, monitors water levels, and uses controlled digging techniques to prevent accidents. Preservation of the site is just as important as uncovering the treasure. If the chambers collapse or are damaged, the historical evidence inside could be lost forever. Rick Lagina has emphasized that this is more than treasure, it is history. The items inside the chambers tell a story about the people who hid them and the time period in which they lived. If the Templar connection is confirmed, Oak Island could provide proof that European explorers reached North America centuries before Columbus. The discovery has the potential to change the way we view history, navigation, and exploration. Every artifact and every measurement contributes to a larger understanding of this incredible site. The chambers themselves are engineering marvels. The walls are made of carefully stacked stone blocks, perfectly balanced to withstand centuries of pressure from the soil above. Straight walls, proper angles, and pressure-bearing zones indicate intentional design, not natural formation. The placement of chests and other items shows careful planning. This is not random treasure. It is an organized collection hidden with precision. Every layer of construction was designed to protect the contents from intruders and the environment. The treasure's historical significance cannot be overstated. Carbon dating places some of the materials in the 1200s or 1300s, consistent with the time of the Templars. The combination of Templar symbols, high-purity gold, and medieval artifacts suggests that Oak Island was used as a secure vault for centuries. This is not just a story or legend, it is tangible evidence that challenges long-held assumptions about history. The discovery may provide insight into ancient navigation, engineering, and the movement of treasure across continents. As the excavation continues, the team faces the ongoing challenge of risk management. Flood tunnels, unstable soil, and centuries-old construction require constant vigilance. Every scan, every measurement, and every reinforcement is carefully planned. The team works in shifts to monitor the site 24/7, ensuring that progress is made without compromising safety. This methodical approach allows them to explore the deeper chambers while minimizing the risk of accidents or damage. The excitement of discovery is balanced with caution. When the first chamber was opened, the team was silent, taking in the magnitude of what they had found. Metallic surfaces reflected faint golden light, and the organized placement of chests indicated careful storage. Everyone realized that this was not just treasure, it was history. The team proceeds slowly, documenting every detail, recording every measurement, and ensuring that the integrity of the site is maintained. The second chamber is expected to contain the most valuable and historically significant items. Density readings and scans indicate a massive concentration of metal, possibly gold, silver, and artifacts. The upper chamber may have been intended as a misdirection, with the deeper vault holding the true treasure. Every excavation step is slow and deliberate, with the team verifying all data before proceeding. This careful approach ensures the safety of the treasure, the site, and the people working there. The implications of this discovery extend beyond Oak Island. If the Templar connection is confirmed, it could rewrite history books, providing evidence that advanced European societies reached North America long before previously believed. The treasure and artifacts may provide insight into navigation, trade, and cultural exchange during the medieval period. Oak Island has transformed from a legendary treasure hunt into a significant archaeological site with global historical importance. The story of Oak Island is also a story of perseverance. For over 200 years, countless treasure hunters have attempted to uncover its secrets, often failing due to flooding, collapses, and poor planning. Modern technology, careful planning, and scientific methods have finally made it possible to explore the chambers safely and effectively. The team's work demonstrates